My job as a recruiter is to basically try and find qualified individuals who are interested in pursuing a career with the Army.
I do recruiting and retention for Southeast Alaska from basically from the Juneau, Sitka, Haines, Ketchikan area, the main cities.
I'm less a counter-recruiter than a truth and recruitment guy.
Southeast Alaska Truth in Recruiting, CETR, we call it.
Veterans for Peace adopted it as a sort of a standing committee.
This is considered a controversial issue, the question of military recruiting in schools.
I don't know why it would be a problem for me to, let's say, go in during a lunch period at the high school in the commons area, set up a table, put some pamphlets out, and hang out for an hour.
I want to keep them honest. I don't know that they're dishonest, and in fact, I doubt that they're dishonest.
You know, I think we're more cautious than accusing as far as issues with the recruiters.
If I put forth my information in the way that I do it, and I'm honest and truthful with these kids, I've got nothing to worry about.
I tell these kids the truth from time one. I don't hide anything from them.
We're no different than any other corporation or anything else who needs people to fill critical positions, bottom line.
The contract they sign for military enlistment is not a typical contract, and that's the most important thing, I think, is to have young people see the contract and realize that the government can change any part of it any time.
I think the drawback is that you know, in normal life you make adjustments in your life path as circumstances change and as you grow. And to some extent that's possible in the military, but it's pretty defined by your enlistment contract and the various commitments you have to make.
You know, you may spend time away from your spouse, time away from your family. I mean, that's a drawback, sure.
It's scary what it makes you and how willing you are to accept these dehumanizing things.
You're trained to be a killer, basically.
God forbid you have to make the ultimate sacrifice, but our country was built on people that have made that sacrifice. So, you know, the benefits well outweigh the risk.
There's numerous benefits, both financially, educationally, as well as just life lessons.
The military will give you direction. It's very structured, and there will be a change in your life.
And I think it gives you a strong moral compass, and it gives you a opportunity to get your head on straight, figure out what you want to do, and then give you the tools to make it happen.
I got to complete college on the GI Bill. I bought my first house with a GI loan. I worked for the federal government for 25 years, and I got 5 points any time I was up for promotion just from the fact that I was a veteran. If I'd been lucky enough to get wounded, I'd have gotten 10.
Personal note, I believe that recruitment kind of dwelled a little bit too heavily on the educational benefits and all the things that you could do instead of reminding them what they were serving in the military for.
Like, I just joined just for the benefits of me, kind of, and I wanted to serve my country.
All of us want to be part of something bigger than ourselves.
Like, I just got recruited like last week.
Kids in high school today lack an awful lot of guidance. They lack an awful lot of direction for whatever reason.
I think that high schoolers in particular, the older they get, 17, 18 years old, they start, you know, that's when you're developing your opinions.
I don't know how to say it, but I'm reading the Quran, and because I just want to study the Muslim religion. And what it says in there is kind of like, if I did become Muslim, I don't know how it would affect me as an American soldier.
Despite our age, we can remember how we decided things when we were 18.
I was thinking about the military then. My sister came from the mall and brought one of those DVDs and those brochures and all that. And I was thinking about it, then I was just like curious, and I just called Sergeant Beebe. And like from there, I was kind of like just going with it. Like, I didn't really want to do it, but I just got into it. So like now I'm happy to be in it.
A lot of people have really a serious desire to do something brave and wonderful and patriotic for their country, and our society holds up the military as as the way to do that almost solely.
Like it or not, no matter what your beliefs are, military is a necessary thing.
Some people tell me that, like, you know, our army's too powerful and, like, just invades countries, and that's the downside, I think.
If we were to commit to a minimal defense capability, we'd probably have much less need for it.
I think war is something everyone could live without, but unfortunately is a very big part of our world stage right now.
We don't determine when we go to war. Sometimes we're the ones that just have to respond.
I don't think anybody really wants to see war.
I don't know that life would be worth living if I had to accept that war was a necessity.
I'm just going to be the man on the ground carrying a gun.